Hey guys, we're here in Norway trying to find the northern lights, and we're going to photograph them tonight. We're going to show you exactly what we do and how we do it, so hopefully you can photograph them also when you are out chasing the northern lights. So right now we're just scouting. It's about 30 minutes before sunset, and we're looking for the best place that we think the lights are going to appear. This way is north, right over here by this mountain, and so that's where we think the lights are going to show up. So we're looking for some rocks and an area of the beach to set up. We're going to go get our tripod, get set up, and then just kind of wait and dial in our settings, and we'll tell you what we do from there. So I really like this water pool here because it's looking right at where the lights are going to be, but there's really not enough water in it. I think the tide may come in and put some more water in it, but we'll see. If not, we're going to keep looking. There's some great rocks down here, so we're just going to go scout for about 20 more minutes. Okay, so we are here in Lofton Islands, which is in Norway, and chasing the northern lights. It is almost October, and this is a great place to do it because, as you can see, it's pretty warm here. We're still in t-shirts, and we are near the Arctic Circle, so that's a great feature. Sun is about to set. We expect the lights will come out maybe an hour to 2 hours after that, and we're going to get it set up now so we can be ready because it is going to get really dark. So there's a few things you need to do beforehand. First thing you need to do when you're chasing these lights is you've got to have a tripod, which we've got set up over here. And we've set it up near a rock. We're just looking for some interesting things to have in the foreground. So as the tide comes in or out, we're gonna change locations based on where the rock is and shoot from there. As far as the settings go on our camera, the first thing you need to do is put the camera in manual mode, and that's manual focus. And then during the daytime, you need to focus on a point way out on the horizon to infinity. Find where that is on your camera. There'll be a little infinity sign on your lens, and your little white line is gonna line up on mine. It's right there. And then switch it to manual focus from there and keep it there. Now, during the night, some people tape that down so it doesn't move. I just check it with my phone and make sure it's still at that infinity point, so that way you're focused on a faraway point and you're going to get the lights in focus. As far as settings go, you're going to want to start with ISO 1600 and the lowest f-stop number you can get on your lens. So for me today, actually that's a 3.5. This is not a professional lens I have with me because we've been traveling for so long. We didn't bring like 10 lenses. So if we can do it with this, you can do it with basically any lens. So put that down at 3.5. If you have 2.8 or even 2 or 1.8, you can use that as well. For a shutter speed, we're gonna look at about 15 seconds to start with. And ISO, I think I said 1600. If you have a faster lens, like a 2.8 or a 2, you can get away with a quicker shutter speed of maybe 10 seconds or 5 seconds. But just start with those settings, and you kind of gotta see how bright they are and how fast they're moving, and you can adjust it from there. So after a little scouting, we found this river here flowing into the ocean, and we think it looks pretty good. So this is where we're going to start. And if we don't like it, we're going to move on to the next spot. Okay, so we're out here and the lights have started. They're all around. It's basically 360 degrees. So we're gonna start shooting. We're shooting starting at 800 ISO, and they're going to move up to 1600, but they're pretty amazing, so we're just going to keep shooting and see what we get. So we were able to shoot the Northern Lights last night. We wanted to go over how it went, what went right, what went wrong, and what we would do differently. The Northern Lights showed up really early in the night last night, which was great because you get more light, you can shoot at a lower ISO, and your pictures are going to be quite a bit less grainy. The sunset lasted what seemed like forever. It was 2 to 3 hours of orange glow, which I had never seen before, so we were able to get pictures of the Northern Lights and the sunset in the same picture. So we were basically shooting at about ISO 500 and only 10 seconds on the shutter speed. So it's important to make sure that you are checking your histogram on the back, make sure you're not blowing stuff out with the recommended settings, and just adjusting down or up depending on if it's lighter or darker wherever you are. So I'm going to show you a couple pictures that we got at ISO 500 last night, and you can see how clear the lights were showing up just even during the daytime, and there was still an orange glow. We put a couple of those pictures up on the screen here for you to look at, but it was an amazing night overall, and we stayed out till about midnight and then came back and shot some pictures here, and worked out perfectly because we got pictures that we loved, and they're not going to be super grainy because again it was lighter than we thought that it would be.